one of the most common problems that I tend to encounter with golfers are people that are trying to really drive with their hands like so, and really try and exaggerate sensations of lagging and really holding on to wrist kind of cocking positions. And I can understand why, particularly if you're someone who has a history of sort of scooping and throwing the club. So what you need to try and do, and this is a very simple, inexpensive training aid, just grabbing a little bit of rope. And what I'm going to do is I've sort of lassoed it together, and I'm going to essentially just replace my left arm with a bit of rope. So as I put my left hand behind my back, it's now been replaced by the rope. Now the point that I'm trying to make is if I swing back and as I start the downswing, if I really try and drive this elbow like so, you can see the way this all goes really loose. And the only way you can sort of stop that from happening is by having a huge amount of rotational motion, but it's such a contortion it won't work. So what should you be doing, which is a much easier way to swing the golf club, is kind of allowing your right arm to straighten. So I'm doing two things here. If I was to just straighten my arm, okay, it would have this casting effect on the club. But if I get this feeling of doing this while simultaneously bringing my upper arm to the side of my body, it actually gets me into a really good impact position. And I think if you can incorporate that sensation of throwing the club, right, that sensation of essentially letting your right arm straighten like so, whilst turning your chest and your lower body through the ball, that's going to be the successful position for you. And that's why using a bit of rope is very useful. This is also why we designed the gravity one, because I really wanted to encourage golfers to straighten this arm. And the idea of this in terms of from a covering is because I want to encourage it to hit you in the rib cage. So as you produce some swings with this and you really let it hit you in the rib cage as you continue to turn your body through the ball, this is that successful blend of what we're really looking for.